Welcome back to China Price Watch. In today's Money Matters, we're talking about Chinese movies abroad. Chinese movies aren't selling well abroad, and now movie makers are speculating why. It's easy to point out the language barriers, but that didn't hurt Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, or Hero. It's also easy to look at the low production values, but many indie films have done incredibly well on small budgets. A recent article showed that some Chinese movie makers are blaming the advertising budgets for their films. They say this knowing that the advertising budgets for their films are much smaller than Hollywood ones. Market Insider said that in Hollywood, half the total movie expenditures can go to advertising. Let's look at the advertising budget for the Hollywood movie Valkyrie, starring Tom Cruise as an example. It accounted for 28% of its total costs. To pay Tom Cruise, the star of the film, it only took them about 10% of the production costs. In China, the ads for movies only take up 5% of the total costs. The payments for actors and actresses, especially for A-list actors, can account for 40% of the total costs. Let's take the movie Flowers of War, which is also a Zhang Yimou film, as an example. Total investment in the movie was about $96 million. $16 million of that went to advertisements. Another $16 million went to the star of the film, Christian Bale. This movie got a lot of attention in China, mostly because it was used as propaganda. It did horribly abroad though, as it only made $300,000 US in America. Being critically panned had a lot to do with this. The government hoped that this film would do well with foreign movie awards, but it didn't. Others have tried to break into the elite crowd of festivals too, as can be seen by the increasing number of Chinese celebrities at the Cannes Film Festival. But when it comes to the movies, rarely will one stand out, and those that do are normally way too controversial for the Chinese government to approve of. So this brings us to the issue of content. Chinese films can follow the formula for promoting a movie, but if the movie isn't considered good, then it won't sell well anyways. One factor in this is just the script writing. Rarely do scriptwriters get paid well. Another big factor is censorship. Many movies that could resonate with popular issues are blocked, or just never made. A survey made by Beijing Normal University showed that only 20% of surveyed foreigners have watched a Chinese movie. Besides Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan, half of those surveys said they don't know any Chinese directors or actors. The survey also showed that kung fu movies are the stereotype for Chinese movies. Kung fu movies are the Chinese movies that have done well abroad, but Chinese filmmakers want to diversify this image. But they're having trouble competing with foreign movies like Avatar, which made $224 million in China in 2010. Recently, a Hollywood director said the reason there hasn't been a Chinese movie with similar success was because of censorship. Don't go away, because up next in our question of the day, we'll hear Beijingers' thoughts on Chinese movies abroad. Stay tuned.